Wow. Welcome to the podcast. Who knew that this was going to be the first day that I was going to do this? Who knew that this would be my outfit? Who knew that this would be my hair with no makeup on? But here we are. Hi, my name is Cassie. I am the founder and creator of The Full Routine and the workout called Mat Make It Hot. We are a Pilates studio based in sunny Newport Beach, California. I teach traditional athletic style reformer with a little contemporary twist. I like it hard. I like it fast. I like it strong. I like to empower people through movement. And then we teach my how would I say it? My invention, is that what it is? My concept called Mat Make It Hot, which is a combination of full body strength movement, and it's rooted in Pilates mat. So it has a couple different sections. We hit all the body parts and we do it in a heated setting in this room, known as my Pilates studio here in Newport. So the studio is called The Full Routine. And I thought, I've always wanted to have a podcast, and I actually have already. I think it's still up. It's called The Wow Life. But I knew that when I opened up the studio, I wanted to do another podcast, and I wanted it to be called The Full Routine. And I'm going to take this first episode to explain to you the concept behind the full routine. And that's not the concept of the fitness studio. It's actually what is a full routine. And since opening the studio, I hear how often people use the phrase, it's my full routine, or it's I'm out of my routine, or whatever. I thought it was like a me thing. I didn't realize just how much people rely on that phrase to describe the day-to-day things that they do, or week thing that they do, or things they do over the year. It's part of my routine. So I thought I would take this as my first episode and put it on. You can come in. Kelsey just walked in. She's one of our instructors. I'm actually filming and recording my first podcast episode, so you can be in it too. So I'm going to talk first, and then I'll bring Kelsey in. Okay, so what is the full routine? The full routine is your full routine. It's my full routine. It's a stack of non-negotiable habits and practices that I or you do on a daily basis to give you the life that you want to have. How about that? So it's a stack of non-negotiable daily practices or habits to give you the life that you want to have, and the life that you want to achieve, or the things that you want to desire. So if you think about your day, you have so many routines built in your day. You have your morning routine, you have your night routine. You have your morning skincare routine, you have your nighttime skincare routine. You have your nutrition routine, you have your workout routine. You have how I get the kids to school in the morning routine. You have what I do when I first walk into the office to set myself up for the day routine. We're just literally routines are flying around us all day. So I know I have friends that work in offices. They get to the office, they put their stuff down, they go get a cup of coffee, they go use the bathroom, they open up their email, they open up 3 different windows, they check the email, they check in on Slack, they check in, they clock in, they do this, they do that. That is their routine at their office. So we all have these routines, and I think it's ridiculously interesting to hear other people's routines. I mean, I hear things that other people do, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that, and or I'm gonna incorporate that, or I'm gonna give that a try. And then there's always the concept of subject to change. We actually have it on the wall, maybe in another episode. I'll show you this mantra wall that we have in the studio, but one of the things up there says subject to change. And that is when part of your routine isn't working for you anymore, it's important to recognize that you can totally change your routine. You don't have to stay in the same routine. You can totally change it. So subject to change means that these are all the things that I do, and tomorrow morning I might wake up and say, F that, I'm doing something completely different. And that is A-okay, because it's my routine. They're my daily non-negotiable habits that make me feel good to achieve the life that I want to have. So for example, I might want to run a marathon. So my routine in the morning is going to change. So that's what I mean by subject to change. So over the course of this podcast and these YouTube videos, I'm going to be talking to different people, clients, friends, people that I don't even know, and ask them their routines, because I think it's just so interesting to hear like what people do. Like, what do you do at night before you go to bed? What's your turn down routine, right? So obviously we all think, oh, someone goes and washes their face and brushes their teeth, and I don't know. I mean, I happen to spray lavender magnesium spray on my pillow. I know this one that's sitting in front of me. Actually, that might be, we have to talk about your nighttime routine. This one, I know her nighttime routine. So that's what I want to do with this podcast, is just talk to people about different aspects of their routine. So I'll come back to that in a second. So where are we? We're in Newport Beach, California. This is a brick and mortar location. We teach reformer group classes, and we teach Mat Make It Hot, which I told you at the top of the podcast is my, product of my brainchild. And is that my brainchild? My brain, product of my brain, is the child of my brain. It's super cool. It's done in a heated setting. I love it. The studio is new. I've been in the fitness industry for over 30 some odd years. It's scary to think. And I landed on a couple different modalities of fitness, but oh my gosh, she's gonna start her class any minute. So we're gonna wrap this up sooner than later. But I have been teaching Pilates, indoor cycling, personal training, pretty much all modalities of fitness other than boxing, kickboxing, CrossFit, and yoga. I pretty much have taught everything else. But I landed in indoor cycling and Pilates several years ago, and that's kind of what I stuck with. And now I am straight Pilates and Mat Make It Hot. It's super good to be back in the space. I was behind the camera for the last 3 or 4 years and realized a lot of different things, but one of them was how much I miss teaching and encouraging people to move their bodies. So that is what I do. That is who I am. Actually, that's just like a snippet of who I am. But my hope is over the course of this podcast and these YouTube videos, you get to learn a little bit more about me, my full routine, all the different things that I do. But more importantly, get to know and learn from other people who I think are super cool. So we're going to wrap this one up really quick. Kelsey, you can come put your face in here for a second, since everyone's going to wonder, who's Kelsey? She doesn't have a microphone on, but she's still, she's going to hop in and say hi. Hi. So Kelsey's one of our instructors here. She's amazing. And she has a really cool nighttime routine. So it involves hostage tape. Yeah. We're just going to leave it at that. Everyone's just going to go Google hostage tape. I think whoever came up with the name of that company deserves like a marketing award, because that is an incredible name for a company. So with that, this is Kelsey. I'm Cassie. She's not my co-hostess, but you will see her on this podcast. Yes. You will hear her on the podcast and see her on this YouTube video sometime soon, because we got to hear about the hostage tape. Have a kick-ass class.
Yes.
You can leave the camera now. Actually, you can come on the other side of the camera, come over here, and when I tell you, there's a red button in the, we're gonna look on the back. Now look, okay, so don't hit it yet, but I turned it on and then I walked over here, but we're gonna have somebody actually turn it off for me. So this is it, the first episode of the Full Routine podcast and YouTube videos, if I can get it up on YouTube, and if I can rip the audio and put it on Spotify. We'll see, who knows, maybe it's just gonna be YouTube, I don't know. But anyways, if you have someone that you want to hear an aspect of their full routine, leave me a comment, shoot me a DM on Instagram at Smarty Cassie. Go on to the Full Routine Instagram and shoot us a DM. Let us know who you want us to interview, what part of their routine do you want to know about, and we'll do our best. I will do my best to get them on the show. So with that, move your bod, and I'll see you next time.
Can I push it out?
Yeah.